Welcome everybody to my video today. I'm going to take y'all along shopping to my local Goodwill in Athens, Alabama. We're going to go in, do some shopping, see what kind of treasures we can find. I'll also bring y'all back to my house and I'll show you the things that I purchased. We're going to make over a few things and I'll show you how you can style these items in your home. I'm also going to show y'all a DIY decor hack that I've always wanted to try. So let's get to shopping. The first thing I spotted was this ceramic chippy bunny. And y'all know I love bunnies and I love this one, but he had some damage. I was going to go on and get him anyway, but he was damaged on both sides. So I thought, I better leave him. He was only $3.99, and if he didn't have damage, I think he would have been beautiful. I love this bird candle votive holder. It was only $1.99, and I think it would make a great piece for spring and summertime. Someone on this day, I think, had donated their shell collection. They must have had a beach theme in their home because there was a lot of items that were like more of the coastal theme on this day. This right here was really nice. It had some damage, so I didn't get it. It was only $6.99, and it had a Marshall's tag on the bottom where retail it is sold for $12.99. This piece right here was really pretty. It had like mother of pearl on the inside of the bowl, and the outside was wood. This right here was a very heavy piece, so this would make a great centerpiece. It was $9.99. Our Goodwill always has a huge selection of glassware, and I always love to look in this section. A lot of times I don't get anything because I don't need a lot of glassware, but I love looking at it. I think these glasses right here look like they're vintage. They were only 99 cents each, and they had assorted sizes. You can see that silver inlay around the rims, so let me know down in the comments if you know anything about these glasses. This was an interesting piece, and it was very heavy. Come to find out, this is a Target piece. This is by the Studio McGee brand. It was $9.99. I did end up putting it down on the floor so I could show you how it works, but the lid actually comes off, and it actually had an airtight lid on it. I Googled it. It wasn't worth a whole lot, but it's really like a crock type vessel, and I guess you could store food, or you could also use this as home decor. You could put some florals or some greenery in it. Our Goodwill also has a great dishware selection. Most of the dishes that I have at both of my homes is from Goodwill or thrift stores. You can get some really nice pieces, and you can get some really good brands. Those bowls right there, a set of 4 would only been $4. They had some vintage plates on this day. These right here I thought were really pretty with the blue florals. So if you're into the vintage plates, on this day, you could have got some. A couple of other brands that I see a lot at my Goodwill is the Pioneer Woman. This is a piece from Pioneer Woman that's a pretty Christmas piece, and right beside it is Rae Dunn. They have a lot of Rae Dunn pieces, and so, if you collect those, you would be able to, score a lot of items from those brands. This right here was another beautiful plate. You could mix and match a lot of these plates for spring and summer table setting. Get some of the blue plates and the pink, and I think they would, be really pretty. I'm not sure what this is. Comment down below if you know what it is. I thought it was pretty, but, I just wasn't sure what its purpose was. This is a beautiful Christmas plate. I didn't know if it's vintage. It is Lennox Holiday, and it is made in the USA. It was only $1.99. I probably should have picked it up and put it in my Christmas decor in my storage unit. This right here I thought was really pretty. So if you had these colors and this style in your home, I think this would be a really pretty centerpiece. It had, some burlap flowers that come with it, but I love the vase, but I just don't do those colors in my home, but it would be really pretty to put out for the fall season. This right here was very interesting. This kind of looks like it was handmade. So comment again below if you know what this is. It is, I think, a bud vase, but it looks very vintage. It was only $2.99. Now this right here, y'all, I could not believe this was on the shelf for $2.99. This right here may have been the best score of the day. So y'all stay tuned and watch the rest of the video. See if I pick this up, because that was absolutely beautiful, and for $2.99, that was a great deal. I always pick up baseballs when I find them out, and this one was only 99 cents, and I'm going to show you in the video what you can do with these and how pretty these are to decorate with around 4th of July. Now I'm going to show you what I brought home and some DIY makeovers. I recently got these couple of ornate silver trays at Goodwill. These are on the smaller side, but I only paid 99 cents for them. So when I got them, I thought they would make great project pieces. This right here is my inspiration of how I want to make over them. And as you can see, these metal trays right here can run up in the money if you order them online. So I'm going to try to create something kind of like this using these two little trays. So let's get started. I just went out and I spray painted them both with matte black spray paint. I brought them back inside once the paint was dry, and I'm going to take this fine art block decoupage paper. I'll leave a link down below of where you can purchase this. It has several different graphics on this sheet, so I had a couple of these left, and I think these flowers right here will be a lot like the inspiration pictures that I showed you. So I'm just going to go around the inside of the trays with a pencil, and I'm just going to trace around and get the circle size that I need. Now you can use a liquid decoupage medium to apply your decoupage paper, but a lot of times if I don't have to use the liquid, I don't. I just use a good quality glue stick, and that's what I'm going to do on this. I'm just going to go around the base of the tray using a good quality glue stick, and then I'll apply the paper that way. I do this to both the trays. I find a graphic that will fit the other tray, and I do the same thing. I just went around, traced around the circumference of the center of the tray, cut out the design I wanted, and I applied both of these graphics to the center of these trays using a glue stick. Now I'm going to show you how we can make some beautiful wall decor using some Etsy downloads. I'll make sure to leave a link down below of the Etsy shop where I purchased these. This is a very budget-friendly way to change out your wall art. I'm taking a Dollar Tree frame that I have already made over in a previous video. I just toned down the gold of the frame with a little bit of rub and buff and some dark wax. So if you see these frames at Dollar Tree, make sure to pick them up because they are absolutely beautiful. And all you have to do is change out your wall art in them and just keep using them throughout the year. And that's what I'm doing here. I just went out to Etsy and selected some, downloads that were very budget friendly and printed those out. And I'm going to put them in these frames. This is a 4x6. Now I'm going to take an 8x10, and a lot of times I can find inexpensive frames also at yard sales and thrift stores. I printed my graphic out to fit in an 8x10 frame. All I'm going to do is use my glue stick, make a starter strip, get the graphic applied to this backboard that I'm going to use, and then I'm just going to go over the rest of the backboard with the glue stick, apply it really well, and then just take my brayer, smooth over the paper just to make sure it adheres really well, and then put this back in the frame. This makes a beautiful piece of wall art that I created using a thrifted frame and an inexpensive download off of Etsy. I'm going to go outside and do some spray painting. But first, I want to show y'all a couple of things that I found at Goodwill. I found this cute little bird candle votive. He was only $1.99. And also, I found this galvanized farmhouse farm and flower and garden tin. A lot of times you could pick these up at Dollar Tree. This is probably back in the day when everybody was doing the galvanized metal, but I think it'll make a great project piece for $2. Before we get started making over our project pieces, I just want to show you this gold candle votive bird that I found online. It was on sale, y'all, for $162. Ours is so similar. So I'm going to show you how I'm going to make ours over, and we're going to make it look a lot like that one. The first thing I did was I gave both my project pieces a good coat of some matte black spray paint. I found out this was the best process if you're going to spray something gold. Have a black background, because a lot of times if you don't do full coverage with the gold spray paint, you can see that black up underneath, and it just makes your gold tone look a lot richer. So go over then with your gold spray paint. I'm using, I think it's called Metallic Gold by Rust-Oleum, but any kind of gold spray paint will work. Just go with whatever you have on hand or whatever you can find. And if you don't have a planter box, just get creative. If you may have some of these old galvanized farmhouse pieces and you want to upcycle them and give them a new look, reuse them and just take some gold spray paint and you can turn them into some brand new home decor. And it won't cost you any money if it's something especially you already have and you're going to make it over. And how I love to find baseballs at the thrift store. I have a collection, and I'm going to show you in just a minute how I style them, and they can be so patriotic setting out for 4th of July or Memorial Day. Take any dough bowl that you may have, put your collection of baseballs in it, set these out, add some patriotic flags if you want to, and what a beautiful centerpiece this makes. I found this piece. I think it's a large decorative apple, but if it's something else, let me know. It's I don't know. It has something in it shaking like it's more gourd-like. It was only $1.99, but I thought, what a great piece to set out. You can set this out all year long, but what a beautiful piece this will be for the fall season especially. Put this on a stack of books, and I think this will just take a vignette to the next level. And of course, I got the beautiful brass candlestick for $2.99. This is a very heavy piece. Y'all, this right here, I had to Google lens it just to see what its value was. I do think it has good value. I did find a few pieces online that were very similar and some that were almost just alike. And as you can see, this right here, I think is a lamp. So there were some table lamps that were made that were very similar to this. This one right here, look, for the US is $149. So I think for $2.99, I think I got a really good deal. Have you ever emptied out a laundry pod container and wondered if you could make it into some home decor? Maybe I'm the only one, but every time I empty out one of these, I look at it. I love the shape of these, and I think surely I can make something beautiful out of this. I'll save it for a little while, then I'll end up throwing it away because the vision never come to life. Well, I finally emptied out one, and I'm finally going to try it. I'm going to try to make this laundry pod container into a beautiful gold vase. I went out online, I priced some of these can run up in the money, but just to give you an idea and some inspiration of what we're going for, I'm showing you some photos, some things that I found online and priced them. They can get quite expensive. I just took the laundry pod container that I had, and the lid, this part comes off. So I just took that off. The first thing I'm going to do is, and we're going to use this side. This side right here doesn't have any indentations in it like the back does. So this will be our front. Again, I'm going to go over it with this flat black spray paint. I'm going to give it a couple of layers, give it a good coverage. Go over that, let that dry really well. Once that is dry, then we're going to go around with our gold metallic spray paint, and we're going to go over it. And again, you can lightly dust it and let a lot of the black show through, or you can give it good coverage and cover up the black. I'm going to go around and just kind of give it a layer or two, and then I'm going to let a little bit of that black in some areas peep through. Y'all, I think this turned out to be successful. Looking at some of the inspiration pictures and some of the gold vases I found online, this looks very similar to it. So if you want to save your laundry pod container and make some beautiful home decor out of it, you be the judge. Now, while we're playing around with trash to treasure, I'm going to show you one more project that I wanted to try. If you see glass containers or vases at your thrift store, a lot of times you can bring those home and spray paint those gold and make them some beautiful, home decor to put some florals in. I don't actually have one right now, but I threw this peanut butter jar away the other day, and I actually took it back out of the trash. I gave it a good wash, took the stickers off of it, and I went outside. I thought, I'm going to see if I can make this look, pretty with my gold paint. So again, I put a layer of black on it, let that dry really well, sprayed over it with some gold, took it inside, and I decorated it. So y'all let me know. You could get assorted shapes and sizes of these containers. Anything that you may be throwing away or you empty out that has food in it, wash it out really good and see if you can use it, and style these together and make a beautiful vignette using some things that you normally would have just thrown in the trash. I hope y'all enjoyed going thrift store shopping with me, and I hope you enjoyed seeing the things that I brought home, how you can style them in your home, and the makeovers that we did. I love the trash to treasures. I have always loved to take things that we'd normally throw away and be able to reuse them, and especially make home decor with them, and use that in our home. So make sure to leave me a comment down below. Let me know what your thoughts are and if you enjoyed the video, and I hope you did. I'm going to end out the video with some beautiful florals that I am growing outside for real. Y'all, this is my first year to really have some beautiful hydrangeas, and I am so proud of them. This is on a day that we just had a really pretty rainstorm, and it just really makes these beautiful florals thrive. Leave me a comment down below. Let me know, if you're getting a lot of rain in your area, because I know here in Alabama we are about to wash away. Well, okay, y'all. That'll be the end of the video. But until then, I hope all of y'all have a blessed week, and I'll see y'all back here next Wednesday. Bye, y'all.